Hi, this is Brooks Robertson here with troubleshooting, uh, the troubleshooting for managing risk section for application and technology module. So, after moving to a new office building, your company takes the opportunity to suggest that everyone set up an ergonomic working environment in their new office. What are four possible ways to set up an ergonomic work environment? That would basically be an ergonomic work environment would basically be one that is designed to accommodate the limitations and capabilities of the human body. So this would be about making sure that I'm comfortable and not overexerting myself. So for example, I can make sure that my chair is positioned correctly, that it's completely flat against the ground, that it's at the correct height that is comfortable. I could position my monitor so that it's eye level and not too close to me so that I can reduce neck strain and eye strain from being too close. I can make sure that I'm using a keyboard and mouse that's comfortable for my wrists and to keep away any strain that comes from repeated use and long periods of keeping my hands in that position. And then finally, I can make sure that lighting is appropriate so that there's no glare or eye strain and I'm not having to squint. So this could be, adjusting the brightness on my monitor or even adding natural light to the space would all help with that. Okay, so number two, while picking up a dropped item from the floor, you notice that the lights on your surge protector are not illuminated. All the devices plugged into the surge protector appear to be functioning without issue, but you are curious as to why the lights are off. What might be wrong? State three possible reasons. So one reason for this could just be that the indicator light has burned out, even if the surge protector is still functioning correctly. Another reason could be that the surge protection feature has failed or just isn't working, which would mean that the devices are still receiving power, but there's no protection. Or it could also be an issue with the switcher fuse. So, even if it's still delivering electricity, it could just be bypassing the circuit to the lights. So that could be another reason for that. Okay, so number three, while installing the latest version of Microsoft Office, the installation program prompts you to enter the product key. Once you enter the product key, you receive an error message stating that the product key is already in use. What might be causing this? State two reasons. So this could be that the key was already activated on another device because Microsoft limits activations for each license, or it could also be that the key got pirated or reused. So that would mean that before you got it, it got shared or blacklisted somehow, and that could be a reason why it's not letting you, saying that it's already in use because it's already been used. So number four, to safeguard some of your important files from others, you decide to encrypt them. Upon attempting to decrypt the files so you can access them, however, you need help remembering the correct password. What are your next two steps? So my first step would be to check if there are any password recovery options on my computer, since a lot of encryption tools do allow you to get hint questions or recovery keys. So that would definitely be the first thing to check. But if that doesn't work, then hopefully I would have backed up all my data so that I can restore my files from there, just do a manual backup. Or I can just contact IT support to see if they could help me if that still isn't getting me access to my files again. Okay, number five, you are reviewing the configuration for your wireless router as well as the computers that connected to your wireless network. In addition to the two desktop computers and one notebook computer in your house, you notice that another computer is connected to your wireless network. How could this be? So it's possible that someone could have somehow gotten access to my network password, and that could be through hacking, or they could have even just guessed my password. So any kind of unauthorized access, or it's possible that I had also given my password to someone else at some point, and that they were just starting to connect to my network. So that could be a reason why an unfamiliar device is showing up on my network. Another possibility is that this is another device in my house that I'm not currently using, and so I wasn't thinking about at first. So yeah, that could be. It could just be something that I had just forgotten about and just hadn't considered. I actually have had that happen to me before. So those all could be potential reasons. So number six, after recovering from a computer crash, you attempt to reinstall a previously installed program. When you insert the installation media, begin, and type the product key, you indicate that you cannot continue installing the software because you have installed it the maximum number of allowable times. What are your next two steps? So to solve this, I might reach out to the vendor for the program and see if they can reset my license or possibly help me to set up any additional activations. If they don't, then what I would probably have to do is get a new license or pay to upgrade the one that I already have, since my current allowance doesn't support additional activations. And then finally, number 7, discuss 2 steps you would follow to remove a virus from your computer. So my first step for this would be to run any anti-malware or any virus programs or software that I have installed on my device, which is going to remove any malicious files. Another step that I could take would be, for me, since I'm running on Windows, I could just boot into safe mode, and then from there go through and delete any suspicious files or programs that I find, which would stop the virus from running during the cleanup process. So those are the steps that I could take to get rid of a virus. All right, thanks.